Hello, Monsters Abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 36 of my Khalida Campaign. I'm still a little bit cold, just to keep you updated on what's going on. But fortunately, we're only fighting in desert terrain and jungle, so it's going to help me keep warm. Not just because my computer pumps out huge amounts of heat when I'm playing Total War, but also because it just, the sense. If I was playing a Nautican campaign, I'd probably feel colder than I do already. But no, it's all Tomb Kings, all deserty sand and all that kind of good stuff. So we're fighting Grimgor. There's Grimgor himself. Old grumpy jaws. Oh, look at him there. So grumpy. Off he struts. So the enemy army has... it's not actually the worst one I've seen. I think that the AI probably recruits an army, and the later armies may have more elite units in them, whereas this one's probably quite an old one that's just been updated over time as they lost units in auto-resolvers. So he's probably still got quite a few units that he had at the start of the game. So we do have our cavalry units on the right flank. We've got some Necropolis Knights and some chariots. They're going to deal with the enemy cavalry on the right flank. They've got some boar boys, some chariots and some goblin wolf riders. The storm riders have amazingly... good job, guys. Good work. They've charged into the goblin doom divers and they are taking them out. We do have some black orcs approaching though, so we are going to have to get out of there quick. Off they go. They're very, very fast. That's going to be easily outrun these very, very slow black orcs. Black orcs are going to wander off. So we're then going to go, okay, that's fine, and then we're going to come back and kill the other lot as well. So we're going to silence that artillery, and then over at the main army, we've got stuck in black orcs approaching. There is the Kemrian War Sphinx. There's Peter Andre just traipsing, and Fluffy just traipsing throughout. Grimgor is being knocked around. That's what I like to see. Fanatics coming out. We've got some black orcs engaging on the left flank. Some unit of big uns. 2 units of big uns on the left flank as well. These black orcs aren't going to get very far at this rate. Stalkers dealing with the big uns over there. That's very nice. The Storm Riders, having seen off, at least for the moment, the Doom Divers, and been harassed by these black orcs, are racing back to the main battle line. And over on the right flank, our Necropolis Knights and Chariots have made very short work of the Orc Warboy big uns, and also the Wolf Riders, and they're now chasing down the chariots. In the distance there you can see the Storm Riders just hitting the rear of that bigger unit and absolutely tearing it to pieces, racking up the kills. They don't even stay for 30 seconds before they're racing off to go and hunt down this unit of Night Goblin Archers. A lot of the Greenskin army is routing, although they still do have some units moving in, and these Doom Divers have retaken control of their Doom Diver catapult, so they can throw more goblins at us, which is not the best. For us anyway. And probably the goblins. Peter Andre, Fluffy and the Arachnarok Spider trading blows. Storm Riders chasing down some fleeing enemy units, but these Black Orcs come after them, so they again just dodge out of the way. I do like these guys. They are so quick and very, very strong, so you can easily hunt down enemy units with them and then run away when you need to. Black Orcs, we've got some units. We're just going to brace them for the charge for the Black Orcs. We've got some units moving in to assist as well, while we just finish off Grimgor particularly. Grimgor is not taking a lot of damage, so the Kemrian War Sphinx and Fluffy are going to play a game of ball with him by just throwing him around between themselves. This is one of the problems with lords that particularly stay on foot. They get thrown around so much by large units, but then I guess the thing is to keep them away from them, really. So Grimgor's going to be taking a lot of damage there. He's not going to be doing an awful lot. They're just breathing on him now. Just taking turns breathing on him. There we go, punting him. Very good. The Arachnarok Spider is engaged with some Tomb Guard. And the Black Orcs aren't making much headway against our Tomb Guard. Over the distance, Storm Riders have gone back to make sure those Goblin Doom Divers don't get any more kills. And the Black Orcs eventually flee. We're going to use Usirian's Incantation of Vengeance to slow them down. Not that it really matters, because obviously this army was marching. So at the end of the battle, it will be wiped out. But there's no harm in spending some time just chasing down the fleers. Because it's fun to watch cavalry run down goblins, basically. Yeah, it does. That's Grimgor down, although knowing the AI, it'll respawn him with 12 Ragnarok spiders and a war full of trolls, but at least for the moment, he's dead. I think Peter Andre's probably going to take the replenishment there. He took a fair chunk of damage. Of course, that army was marching, so it is now dead. So hide, is that... The hide is perhaps not durable as originally thought. Iron hide. Okay, yeah, I get it. So we get more armor piercing damage, which is very nice. It's pretty good. Oh, Crooked Moons have been destroyed. I think that was probably by the Wood Elves. And we need to kill the vampires as well. That's the next thing. That's next on my list. So they do have a small army, but I don't really think it's anything to worry about too much. I have assaulted my garrison. We've got a Soulless Sphinx. One of our Lich Priests has dared approach with concerns that one of our Necrosphinx is no longer under the control of our warriors' souls, but instead is thralled to Yuskif, the destructive god buried beneath the stands. Dare we destroy it and risk his unending wrath? Leave it. It matters not what power controls the Necrosphinx, only that it obeys our orders and brings destruction to our enemies on command. So, plus 15 melee attack for monster units and plus 15 melee defense for monster units, but melee defense reduction for our melee infantry and leadership. Or put it to rest, Yuskif, you say, we cannot allow those gods shunned by our ancestors a new foothold on our sands. Order the Necrosphinx back underground to be with its dusty patron. And that does the opposite, effectively. How long is this for? 10 turns. I mean, melee defense. I mean, leadership is meh. Don't need leadership. Melee defense is yeah. But on the other hand, I do love monsters. So you know what? I don't think it matters. It's fine. I mean, what's the worst that can possibly happen? Exactly. I mean, how are we certain that one of our Necrosphinxes is under the control of Yuskif? I see no evidence of this. Absolutely none. Bury it deep. It's fine. So that's good. So more melee attack for our monsters and defense, obviously. But you know, who cares about defense when you don't need defense if everyone who could attack you is already dead because you've killed them. The best defense is a good offense. Offense. Yep, good. So, right, we're going to move north into the mountains. Maybe go for Karak Azul. In fact, we probably... Is this vampire corruption? No. Just looks a bit weird. All the, you know, glowy blue stuff is usually vampire stuff, but it's apparently not. It's just fine. I guess maybe it is Spike Peak, so it is a bit necromancery, because this is sort of like, well, or was Nagash's fortress, so I guess that does kind of make sense a bit. Still, fine. Right, so let's head. Yeah, we're going to send King Setep over to Karak Azul, and I've moved some mittens are going for Valea's Sorrow, splitting up a bit. But I'm sure. Oh, we've got. Can we get out of... There we go. Better. Yeah, so we're going to head up to Karak Azul, take that. Valea's Sorrow is going to fall as well. Good. And King Peter Andre, I think we're just going to go straight for Stone Mine Tower. Yeah, that's an easy auto-resolve. There we go. And we will just occupy. And we have the entire Western Badlands now under our control. Within our sticky little paws. We've got Executioner. enemy leadership and public order reduction for the local province. It's good. Now, do I mean, oh no, we are at war with Vlad. Were we always at war with Vlad? I can't remember. It's been so long. It doesn't matter. Whatever. Oh, it's because we declared war on the green skins. Yes. Okay. No, it's coming back to me now. It's fine. I get there eventually. So do I want to head? Maybe do a bit of, do a bit of sacking of Vlad's territory, cause him a little bit of pain. Maybe. Maybe I want to do that. I mean, will I take? Will I take attrition damage? Doesn't look like I will, but I'm not 100. Oh well. No, we're fine. No, I guess we don't take Vampiric. Why don't we take Vampiric? Is there a reason? There's probably a reason. No. 8th book. 1st book. Chaos Rite. 7th book. Nope. I'm not entirely sure why. I would have assumed we'd take attrition there. Maybe it's a tech? Don't think it is. Is it a trait she's got? 50%. Right, minus 50% casualty suffered from attrition. Executioner, severe. I don't think. I'm not entirely sure why she's not. She's got the Great Green Killer, Cetra the Perishable. There must be a reason, but I don't know what it is. So, doesn't matter. If she's not taking attrition, that's a good thing. So King Peter, Andre and Fluffy have a skill point. I think we're going to put it in Conqueror. So obviously it makes them a little bit more beefy in combat, and that's only a good thing. And then King Rakash over here. Yes, okay, so we want to kill these vampires. Now, I'm fairly sure there's another army around here somewhere, but no big deal. We will declare war on them. Yes. They're already at war with Clan Pestilence and the Order of Lawmasters, but somehow they've survived Skrulk's gentle attentions, but that's fine. I think what we'll do is we'll put the Scarecrow banner on our archers, because I suspect these Vargheists will probably target our archers, so just maybe. I think that's the first time I've ever used the Scarecrow banner in anger. Generally, it's a bit naff, because you very rarely run into flying creatures, and I mean, not all. Well, no, that's fine. So we're not going to bother with the siege tower. We're just going to continue the siege. There we go, and then we are going to get King Rakash. Just back us up. We'll come up behind us, so hopefully he will come in directly behind our army rather than to the side.
Arise, my legions, rise.
Right, let's tick off some of these vampires. We're going to start off this battle by taking out their towers, because they are launching these explosive shells at us, which are quite nasty. But fortunately we've got 3 units of Ushabti with great bows, and of course the Casket of Souls, which is, well, which together can destroy a tower or piece of wall in 2 volleys. Look how quickly, yeah, there we go, there's another tower down. Down he goes, and we just got one more over here. And then we can start punching holes in the wall. We also have 2 armies moving up. A lot of Ushabti, and basically I'm just going to send my constructs in, because why the hell not? So another tower. This map confused me to start off with. I couldn't work out what it was, but it's because it's the first vampire coastal city I've ever seen, because of course the rest of the vampire settlements are inland, and I don't think I've ever seen the vampires get a coastal city. So just it threw me for a second, and I couldn't work out why, and it was because of course they had docks over here. That's why. Anyway, so we're going to take down the walls now. So we're aiming for, I was hoping to be able to kill these Khan race maybe with a collapsing wall, but they decided to get out of the way. Pretty sensible actually. Now there's one hole in the wall. And for some reason, the graphics during a replay aren't as good as in the actual battle. In the actual battle, you see the bits collapse, and in the replay, they just kind of, there's some smoke and then it's just gone. Weirdly. But there we go. Same with towers. Towers collapse in the actual battle. In the replay, there's some smoke, a bit of shaking, and then suddenly they just change graphic. So down goes the next wall. As you can see, some of the Tomb Guard did get caught in that and killed. They are littered in the rubble. Very nice to see. And then we're just going to move all of our constructs in through the gate and let our archers and our Ushabti with great bows just pick off any of the infantry on the walls. Just just pick your targets, have a go, see what happens. Already they're causing horrendous casualties amongst these Graveguard and Crypt Ghouls. And in come the Tomb Scorpions. We've got several. I think we've got 3 or 4 Tomb Scorpions. There's quite a few Tomb Scorpions. And I think 6 units of Ushabti. So the Ushabti are going to charge down. They've got these Khan Race attacking them. But these Khan Race are really not going to do particularly well against them. Unit of Graveguard getting picked apart by Ushabti and our Tomb Scorpions. No problem there. And we're just throwing them into combat. I think there's a vampire in here somewhere getting pummeled. Yep, a Vampire Lord. There he is. So he's getting pummeled by Ushabti, Stalkers and the War Sphinx. There's a Vampire of Death over there. Maybe his lady friend. She's currently full of arrows. I mean, I've heard of acupuncture, but that's too much acupuncture. That is way too much acupuncture. That is excess. Yeah. Okay, good. So that's happening over there, and then the Vampire Lord is not having a good time over here either. They are sending some units of Graveguard in to try and slow us down, but it's only going to slow us down. It's not actually going to do that much damage. Where's that Vampire of Death gone? Is she down here now? Has she had enough of acupuncture and decided to come join in with the... that's a Necromancer. I'm not sure what happened to that. Is that her? Yes. Okay, that's where... Yeah, okay, good. So she had enough acupuncture, and the Graveguard is just getting absolutely slaughtered. They do have more units in the city centre. They've got several units of Vargeists and a couple of units of Crypt Horrors. The enemy Lord has been killed. Not a great surprise, really. There is also a few units, a few Black Knights with lances currently trying to deal with a Tomb Scorpion. I kind of missed them. Saw the Tomb Scorpion had it covered and just went, that's fine, you can sort that out. And of course the archers are now taking just random pot shots at the Black Knights and doing a fair chunk of... I mean, yeah, it's basically not really a competition. Constructs have finished with another unit of Graveguard, and they throw some Zomballs in the way. The Graveguard didn't do very well. I'm not sure the Zomballs are going to do much better. Yep, they're basically just exploding. Poor Zomballs. We do have a unit of crypt horrors that is sneaking around behind us. So there you go. I'm not sure. Wasn't sure what they were really up to. But our 2 necrotechs are with the army. But Hetekor is just having a little breather over here. Maybe like, you know, straightening his whip or something. That's not a euphemism. Might be. I don't know. He probably doesn't have a whip to straighten, other than obviously the one. Anyway, so the crypt horrors then decide to just, you know, smash him in the face. And he's by himself. He's been. The rest of his constructs are. They suddenly go. Excuse me. I have questions about whether you should be doing this. And in a second, they're all going to jump on the crypt horrors and save Hetekor, but not before he takes a few lumps. Oh dear. Did he just whip a crypt horror to death? Holy shit, he did. Jeez, Hetekor, that is hardcore. Someone else taking lumps is our catapult, who is just in range of one of the towers, and I haven't noticed. As you can see, if we look at this tower over here, you can see it's just slightly, half of the unit is within range, so it's just taking a little bit of damage over there. I'll notice in a second, pull them out. Here we go. The crypt horrors are now going to get beaten up by the entirety of my constructs. Although, to be honest, I think they're probably... crypt horrors are being saved there from being whipped to death by Hetekor himself. So those crypt horrors are not going to last very long against the combined might of 3 Tomb Scorpions, a War Sphinx, 6 units of Ushabti, and 3 units of Stalkers, plus 2 Necrotechs. To be fair, they put up a reasonably good fight, so, you know, give that to them. Now they are going to join their brethren in the back on the ground. So then it's just the last sort of city centre bits to take. They've basically got no other units to throw at us. There is one more unit of Graveguard that is looking pretty severely damaged. And once we've finished off the crypt horrors, and they are collapsing right now, they are crumbling, drained. And then we're going to turn on these Graveguard, and being that they are under half strength, they are not going to last very long. The unit has collapsed. It's the last of the Graveguard. So now it's just these 4 units still in the city centre. So the Crypt Horrors and 3 units of Vargeists. Not really much to stop us. There are a few Graveguards still fighting on, but we're just going to ignore them and walk over them and kill them doing that. You can see they're already crumbling and losing a lot of health. There we go. So we're going to charge straight at the Crypt Horrors. The War Sphinx leading the way. The Vargeist come charging in, but right behind the War Sphinx is the entirety of our constructs for the invasion of Lustria, and I'm not sure that 3 units of Vargeist and a unit of Crypt Horrors is really enough to stop them. Very quickly those units start collapsing, the rest of the army having been killed, and it's fairly safe to say the city is now under our control. That's 1 vampire, tick vampire dead, done. Vampire Coast, well, not entirely defeated. We got Erich Hellschnitt. I think the other Hellschnitt is around here somewhere though. Indeed it is, and there we go. Taking the city, and a gold sigil sword as well, very fancy. And King Lamizash is a campaigner to the very edge of the world with this one goes. So great is their thirst for adventure, their lust for battle. More campaign movement range, which is very nice to have. And some skill points to hand out. Lamizash has got one. He's level 16. I think I'll hold off getting the chariot because, well, do I? No, screw it. Shit, chariot. Change my mind. Fickle am I. And then Hetekor is going to get inscription of repair for the replenishment for our constructs because he isn't in Lamizash's army. Did we? No, it's fine. I thought that was... Yeah, our catapult took a bit of damage from the towers. I wasn't paying attention. I know. Surprising. Normally I am focused like a laser beam. But sometimes, you know, just doesn't... Okay, chariots all round. Very, very nice there. We have got the Awakening. And it's got a Necroserpent nest, which is... This is fine. Let's get a Sanctuary of Khemri. We don't have... I think the Blood Swamps is probably going to need walls. So let's get rid of that. And I think replenishment would be really helpful. Do I want to build it here, though? I mean, we can go and grab the Pox Marsh. That's probably Skaven territory, I'm assuming. So we can go and grab that. Do I maybe want a Royal Burial Chamber? And we've got the cash for it. It is more Canopic Jars and Public Order, which would be quite nice. Untainted as well. Yeah, let's go Royal Burial Chamber because I think that's going to be very helpful in the jungle, especially with all these fraggles wandering around, messing things up for us. Filthy little rodents. Otherwise, I think I'm okay with it. I think I'll leave that there. What I do need to check is the Black Pyramid of Nagash. That's 7 more turns. So we do need to build some stuff here. Engraved. Do I want... I guess if a rebel army does spawn, then at least I will have a garrison there. Which is something. Which is better than nothing. So we'll go with that. How much? We have 10. Yeah, so we've got 10 untainted there, 2 from osmosis. We could potentially build some more. We've got a Royal Burial Chamber here. Maybe what provinces are adjacent? So Ash River is, so we could get one there. So Ash River, Shifting Sands, the Great Desert of Araby, and the Land of the Dead. So we could get 3 more Royal Burial Chambers to just boost up the public order at the Black Pyramid of Nagash. So that could be a thing. We could well do that. Prince Araru, can you go up here? I'm sure there's another vampire army around here somewhere. I'm fairly sure they didn't get wiped out. No, they haven't been wiped out. So if we have... Where are they? Vampire Coast. They don't have any settlements left. So at least there's that. So their army, wherever it is taking damage. I just hope it's not like down here somewhere. It's going to appear out of the fog of war, because that'd be less than good.
In life, you were tedious. Now you're just unbearable.
What is your problem? So, oh my god. Offer. How about a small gift? Just a little pouch of monies.
If you say so.
I do. I do say so. Okay, minus 15. That's looking better. And obviously, all the time we're killing vampires and Skaven, that's only going to get even better. Oh my god, look at the corruption. So 50% corruption increases or reduces public order by 17. Oh, good. Oh, fantastic. So that is going to drop. Local populace is still 3. Yeah, so... And events, osmosis. We really need more untainted corruption here. I could go... We could go for the public. Let's go for the obelisk. I think we're just going to need it. I think it's going to have to be. It's going to be required. We're all good over here. Public order is fine. So we could go for growth. Worship of... well, let's get... do I want casualty replenishment rate? Let's go for Worship of Petra for campaign movement rate and growth. Let's do that. Good. There we go. End of turn. The problem when it gets to this point in the game, turns take a bloody long time. Now hopefully, soon, our reputations should start getting a little better and people will start wanting to actually, you know, make friends with us rather than, you know, look down their nose at us just for stabbing Cetra in the back. Okay, they are... Okay, see, that's good. Now Teclis is sort of... He might be a bit of a dick to us, but he is helping. And there's a rat, or more than one rat. Still no sign of the Vampire Coast. It hasn't been their turn yet, though. Right, here they go. Ah, there they are. Hiding over there. Black Creek Raiders. Okay, so King Setep has got a Highborn of Khemri. That's fine. Gordon Ramsay is back and ready for duty, ready to do another series of Gordon Ramsay's fortification nightmares. He's going to visit Doc Karaz next. And swear at them some more. Oh, he can't reach them quite this turn. That's fine. He can swear at them next time. Or can he? Because we can actually reach it with King Peter Andre is slightly faster. Maybe we go... Well, let's go grab the shipwreck. Cursed Isle. The wooden carcass of a ship has been discovered, strewn across a small mysterious isle. Beyond the beach, gold and other trinkets are found, surrounded by long-dead crew who starved whilst waiting to be rescued. Some of your own crew whisper of curses, but they can die safe and poor if they wish. Well, they're already dead and they were probably peasants, so tick on both those counts. Good job, everyone there. So let's get them back to Stone Mine Tower. We'll wait for Gordon Ramsay to swear at the fortifications for a bit, to knock them down, because that's what happens. And then we'll go and take that one as well. And I think there's a Vorak over here. Can we assault the garrison? Come on, Deskhead, get him. Nice. Oh, hello. Hello.
I will not.
Oh, if it isn't him and her. It's Vlad and Isabella. We probably don't want to get stuck fighting them, but I don't think they can reach us, so we're just going to be cheeky and destroy Zvorak. Boop. We booped it, and we're going to raise it. And there's more where that came from, you toothy bastard.
The goddess wills it.
Indeed she does. And we're going to grab lightning. Ooh, what ambush success chance. All is mine, imperishable. Let's... Yeah, lightning strike is obvious. I think that's a good shout. And we'll then go for... I think graceful warrior. Increase our speed and melee defense. That seems sensible. So we get 2 skill points there. We won't be able to get... Or will we? 38. 39. Yes, we'll get... Yeah, of course we... So bad at maths. So very bad at maths. Yes, we will be able to get Tomb Strike. So... Anyone who, episodes ago when I did that calculation went, are you sure? No, I wasn't. Prince Deskhead, you can have Woundmaker. Just for reasons that I cannot explain at this point in time. And, oh, hello. Wurzag's back.
Address me as your highness.
Do we send Ibimus after him? I mean, I think yes. I think that's probably... I mean, otherwise he'll grab Crooked. So let's go for Wurzag. We are go for... Oh, hello, there's 2 armies there. Well, there we go. So we're going to engage Wurzag. Oh my god, that's a lot of Black Orcs. Okay, good. My goodness. So there we go. We're going to fight Wurzak. Unfortunately, we are running out of time, so it's going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode.